Hello, this is Ken here for Big Picture English. Today we're going to take a look at how you can learn collocations. Oh, you have a question. You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat. Oh, so is that your question? Sure, here you are. Oh, you have another question. Good question. Actually, advanced speakers of English, like me, use only about 2,000 words regularly in our speech. In other words, most of our speech, about 90% of it, is made up of the most common words in English. That's why, if you are an intermediate student or above, you can understand me. It's because you know all of the words I use. Let's look at some of these words. There are about 200 words here, and these are the most common words in English, in order, starting with the. These words actually represent about 60% of advanced English speakers' speech. And if you look at these words, they're not difficult. We have words like people, week, think, man, problem, easy. Now let's look at the words at the end of the list of the 2,000 most common words in English. You see, even a lot of the words near the end of the list are not that difficult, like daylight, rabbit, and toy. Yes, there are some that are a little more difficult. But the point is, to speak like an advanced speaker of English, these 2,000 words are enough. For writing, you will need more, around 3,000 of the most common words. Oh, that's another excellent question. The reason is that knowing these words is not enough. You need to know how to use them. In other words, how to put them together. So the reason you can't speak like an advanced speaker of English is because you need to learn more grammar, you need to learn more collocations, but mostly it's because you're a cat. What is a collocation? Good question. Let's see if you can figure it out. I'm going to put some collocations on the board. What I want you to do is look at each collocation and try to guess the part of speech of each of the two words. For example, have time is a verb and a noun. Okay, take about 20 seconds and see if you can do the rest. Okay, here are the answers. How many of them did you get correct? All right, now what I want you to do is to look at this list of collocations. They're the same but different. Try to come up with a definition of what a collocation is. Take a few seconds to do that. Okay, maybe you have figured it out. Collocations are two words used together from the four main parts of speech: nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. For example, rainy day is an adjective and noun collocation. Oh, that's another excellent question. Well, sometimes collocations are split, separated, and we have other words in the middle. For example, have and shower go together, but you can have a shower with a in the middle, or you can put more words in the middle, like have a hot shower or even have a long hot shower. Have and shower is still a collocation. It's just split. Another thing about collocations is we do not use be in collocations, and we do not use have when have is part of a verb tense. For example, am sad is not a collocation, and have eaten is not a collocation. Also, for phrasal verbs, don't think of them as collocations. Yes, they are two words together. Think about phrasal verbs as one verb. Like take off shoes is the same as remove shoes. Think of both of them as a verb plus noun collocation. One more thing, proper nouns are not collocations. Proper nouns are names. They have capital letters. So South Korea is not a collocation. Okay, learning collocations. How do you do that? Well, the first thing you should do is notice them. Notice when two words are used together. After you notice collocations, then you need to decide if they are useful to you. Then, if they are, you should analyze them. Lastly, try to remember and use them. Let's see if we can do that now. So on this board, can you notice a collocation? So maybe you noticed that notice collocations is a collocation. So if you think it is useful, you should analyze it. That means you look at its parts and you decide that it's a verb and a noun. The reason it's important to analyze a collocation is that when you analyze it, you will better understand how it's used. For example, we see that notice is used with a noun. And we know that we notice things that are around us. That means that the things around us are part of the most common collocations with the verb notice, like notice things, notice people, notice changes, notice men, notice women, notice children, notice signs. These are the most popular nouns used with notice. When you analyze collocations, you will start to see patterns. For example, do you see the color I used to underline notice collocations? Do you know what color that is? That's lime green. So if you understand that lime green is a noun plus noun collocation, and it's based on the fruit, the lime, then you will probably remember lemon yellow and cherry red, because we do use fruit to describe colors. Now that's just stupid. So if you really want to learn to speak like an advanced English speaker, what you should do is notice collocations whenever you see English, because they're everywhere. For example, if you're out, you can look around, because there's a collocation here, and another one here, and another one here, and another one here, and there are more. Okay, let's see if we can use this four-step method when we're out. So here you are and you're waiting for the bus. The bus comes and you see some words on the side of the bus. What you should do is see if you can notice any collocations. That's pretty good, except every time is not a collocation because every is a determiner, and determiners are not one of the four main parts of speech. But you are correct about the others. Okay, now try to choose one or more that you think are useful. That is useful. Now analyze it. That's correct. It's an adjective plus noun collocation. Now try to remember and use it. Okay, that's a good way to try to remember it. Repeat it over and over again. But you should also try to use it in a meaningful way. Yes, that's certainly meaningful for you as a cat. Okay, joke time! An antique collector was leaving an antique shop when she saw a cute cat near the back door. The cat was drinking milk from an old bowl. The collector knew the bowl was worth about $200. She offered to buy the cat for $10. The store owner quickly agreed. While he was handing her the cat, she said, "Oh, and could I give you another $5 for her bowl?" He answered, "I'm sorry, I won't sell it. It's my lucky bowl. It has helped me sell 64 cats in the past year." Okay, now let's look at what I just said. Take about 30 seconds and see if you can find all the collocations in this joke. Okay, how many of these did you find? And that's not all, because there are also some that are split. So, remember the 4 steps for learning collocations. And that's it. Make sure you check out more of our videos for improving your English by looking at the big picture at Big Picture English, our YouTube channel. Subscribe today.